my name is Lea, and you may have guessed that, but I really liked it. I have a little confession to make, and that is that I was procrastinating filming this intro because I had a specific spot and weather in mind, but the weather wasn't that good the last few days, weeks, and when the weather was good I didn't have time. So I already finished the sweater, and I can't show you the yarn I am using because I may have had a little game of yarn chicken going on, but I can show you the gauge swatch or what's left of it. So in this knitting vlog I'll be knitting the cloud sweater by Petite. It's a very fluffy, hence the name cloud sweater. I was really in the mood for knitting it. I already showed you the yarn in my little yarn hole section in my Elizabeth blouse knitting vlog, where I showed you Drops Air in the color 8. I have 6 skeins of it and I really like this yarn, I can say that much. And I'll show you the rest of the gauge swatch that I have. This is how much I have left. I really love the texture of it. This is a very nice yarn, and I definitely want to make a few other projects with it. And I hit gauge with 5mm needles. I have 6 skeins of Drops Air in color 8, and I just finished this beautiful sweater just in time for spring to arrive. So let's get straight into this knitting vlog. I just finished the back panel part. I still have to cut the yarn, but look how fluffy and cute the texture is. It's so soft, and it's also nice to knit with 5mm needles. I'm really enjoying this. Drops Air is quite the cool yarn. I did the 27 centimeters of the back panel and did the 4 rows of increases for the armholes, so I have 2 increases on both sides. And I just started my second ball of yarn, so I got quite a bit done with just 1 ball. Also very cool. I'm going to cut the yarn now, put the stitches on hold, and by that I mean I unscrew my needles, putting the little caps in the end, get a new cable, put the needles on that cable and pick up the stitches for the first shoulder. Oh, and you can see my The Heart sweater over there. 1 second. This is my lovely The Heart sweater. It's inspired by the newest album of one of my favorite bands, which is called Grayscale, and their album is called The Heart. Love the album, and I wore this sweater last year for their first ever UK Europe tour, and I had such a good time, and I really wanted to attend another concert, and now I'll be going to another one because Grayscale is the support act for the main, which will be coming to Europe in September, and they have a few dates in Germany, and I'll be going to one, and I'm really excited about that. And yes, I'll mainly will go to the concert for the support act, but maybe I'll stay for the main. I also have a few of their songs in my favorite songs on Spotify. But before I attend this concert in the future, there's one thing I really want to fix, and that is that the front is a bit longer than the back. But this will be a little bit tricky because I knitted the front and the back flat and sewed them together with the mattress stitch, and it's not impossible, but it will be a bit tedious, but I really want to fix that. And another thing I thought about was to add something to the back. In my video I said that I wanted to add the the song names from the album on the back, but there wasn't enough space to write them out so that you could read them. In the last couple of days I really thought about adding something to the back. I'm not sure yet what I want to do. Maybe add another clover or something to spice up the back. It's just very black at the moment. I'm yapping again. You are now up to speed. Maybe this will become a side quest in this knitting vlog, maybe in an upcoming one. I'm not sure when I feel the urge to finally change it, but it will come, so stay tuned for that. It's quite fun to fix up a few knits that I have. I already did my Celine cardigan, my crystal sweater, and now the heart sweater. It's so cool that I can just do that instead of being unhappy with it and eventually have to throw it out because I'm not wearing it anymore. Oh, and as we are currently on the subject of knitting and creating your own clothing, I sewed this t-shirt already a few years ago, but I sewed that and I also did the pattern for it myself. I have this old cropped black t-shirt which I really like the fit of, so I traced it on paper and created my own pattern with it and then sewed this t-shirt out of it. This is one of my most worn summer shirts that I can just do that. So cool. Back to my cloud sweater. I made really good progress today on my cloud sweater. That at one point I was a bit confused, so to say, because I thought I misread the pattern a few times, but I didn't. Here is my progress. I connected both fronts. I have the hole for my for my head, and the part where I was a bit confused was that you do both the fronts only for this little part. Normally you have it way longer. So I really thought I misread it, but then I reread the pattern itself. It says it's a mock turtleneck is the term. And I tried it on and it fits and it sits as intended for a mock turtleneck. Today I finished the whole back section, did both the fronts, connected them, and now I can knit flat for a few more centimeters and then I can start working in the round. Still on my second ball of yarn. This is the first time I'm using my new camera with the low lighting in my room and it's quite good. I like it. You're probably wondering why I'm dressed like that on a Sunday. Well, first of all, this is a curtain from IKEA I took out of the living room. And second of all, today we're hosting a Krimi dinner, or more like a Krimi lunch. It's a little role-playing game where everyone that is attending gets a role before the dinner. We randomize that. And you have to prepare a bit for your role, dress like it, and one of us is the murderer. And while we investigate, we also have a 3-course meal I prepared. I'm very much excited for this. That's the reason why I'm dressed like that. The scenario is based in New York around 1962, I believe, in a brand new hotel. Am I the murderer? I'll probably tell you after the dinner. The lunch. But the reason we are here is my cloud sweater. And I also wanted to show you my cool outfit. And I'm very proud of the idea with the curtain. I have to put the curtain away. Exciting milestone reached yesterday. Not only have I finished my second ball of yarn, I have to put my watch away. This doesn't fit to New York 1972. But anyway, I finished my second ball of Drops Air and I got quite a bit done with it. This is the progress. I just started knitting in the round. I haven't tried it on yet. I think I'll do that tomorrow or whenever. I don't have to work flat anymore. That's so fun. I like this. Just knitting in the round on 5mm needles and with this thicker yarn, it's just a breeze. Our guests will be here in around 1.5 hours. And up until then, I have to prepare a little bit more for the lunch. Most of the things I prepped yesterday, but I still have to do a little bit today. But besides that, I can get a few more rounds in, watch a bit of YouTube, fun stuff. So I'll come back to you once our creamy lunch is finished and I can maybe tell a little bit more about it. Hi, it's been a few days. It's currently Tuesday and we last talked on Sunday before my creamy dinner/lunch, which was quite a success. I would say. It was fun. I wasn't the murderer, but we got the murderer. She's currently in prison. Justice was served. And we are planning a creamy dinner again, which is very fun because we want to do a camping scenario and play this while camping in the summer maybe. So hopefully this will happen. I'm very excited for that. But since then, I knitted happily in the round and I have currently this much. I haven't tried the sweater on. I want to do that today. This is how much I have. Here you can see the underarm. I'm still on my 3rd ball of yarn. I don't know how much length I need. I don't know how much I have. From holding it up like this, I still have to knit a little bit. I very much like this. This will become such a cool sweater. So I will continue knitting in the round, having the best time with it and come back to you once I figured out how much more length I need. Okay, I finished my 3rd ball of yarn and this is the current length of the body of my cloud sweater. What do we think? Quite good so far, right? I have to look in the mirror. Yeah, but of course I still need a few more centimeters. The sweater is currently 43 centimeters long and I believe the pattern calls for 56 centimeters measured from the back all the way down. I have to measure a bit. So I have to turn to the mirror to see. I want to knit at least 5 more centimeters. So up to 48 centimeters. Try it on and see where we're at. This sounds like a very good plan. Yesterday and today it was quite windy and today we had a lot of rain. So it's been a few days since I last went skating on my inline skates. And the last time I did that was last Friday. Today is Wednesday. I took my boyfriend with me. It was his first time after many years on inline skates and he took it like a champ. And I fell for the first time quite hard. When I went skating so far, I always wear protective gear on my knees. I wear a helmet and the protective gear for my palms. Up until Friday, I didn't wear the one for my elbows and yeah, I fell pretty hard on them and it still hurts a little bit. So kids always wear your protective gear. But I really want to get outside again. But I think I have to wait for Friday again because tomorrow I will be in the office all day. Today it's raining. What a tragedy. Today is finally the day. I'm gonna finish my body for the cloud sweater. This morning I knitted to 52 centimeters. I like the length and now I added the 4 rounds of ribbing. And once I reach my marker over here, I do 4 rounds of just knit stitches and then bind off just knitwise a bit loosely and the body is done. And maybe I have time today to start with the neck because I want to do that next. Oh! My lunch is ready, what a timing! But before I go and grab it, it's vegetarian bolognese, because I'm a vegetarian. I don't think I've ever mentioned that, doesn't matter. Today will be quite the eventful day, so to say, because today me and a friend will start another Stadio Valley run. We did that so many times and also modded. We talked about it yesterday. We do this every other year. Out of the blue, one of us asked the other, hey, do you want to play? Sure, why not? Then we download an excessive amount of mods, play for 200 hours straight, and then we're done. And then 2 years later, we're here again. I just created a little modding list with mods I want to play, some bigger, some quality of life stuff. But now I'll grab my lunch and I have an exciting YouTube video to watch, because exactly 1 month ago, the new Resident Evil game, Requiem, was released. I'm very much into the Resident Evil franchise, which is quite funny because I've never played any of those games because I'm way too scared for that. But I really enjoy the storyline of the whole franchise, and a few of my favorite gaming YouTubers released their platinum trophy runs for Resident Evil Requiem, where they also explain the story, and it's just fun. And one of them released a 3-hour video. I will have a fantastic time today. Yeah, 4 more rounds of just knitting, bind off, start with the neck. This is my 4th ball of yarn, so definitely will finish the body with it, maybe the neck. I'm not sure yet what I have to do for the neck. Probably just the 4 rounds of ribbing, 4 rounds of knitting, bind off. Then maybe it could be enough. And after that I only have 2 more balls of drop air. Will this be enough for both sleeves? We'll get to that. Hopefully not. Hopefully this will be enough. Fingers crossed. I'll now eat my vegetarian bolognese. I have so much to update you guys on. It's not even funny. Let's start with the good news. I finished the body, the neck. I'm almost done with the first sleeve and I started with the second sleeve. So, here's the cute neck, the body. I really like this kind of ribbing. Never done that before, maybe that's why I like it, I don't know. The current situation for my first sleeve, I also get to that in a second. And my current situation for the other sleeve, I'll get to that now. What happened? Let's start with the neck. I just knitted 6 centimeters in stockinette in the round and then did a bind off. I wove in the ends that I had, started with the first sleeve, knitted to round 100 and thought, why not try it on? I couldn't. The neck was too tight. I couldn't fit my head through it. So I had to unravel the bind off round and I redid the bind off with Jenny's stretchy bind off, and now I can't fit my head through it. So this is a little adjustment I did. I'm not sure if I could have done the normal bind off less tight, but I'm very glad I did the Jenny stretchy bind off. So just a little heads up if you're also knitting the cloud sweater. Don't make the same mistake I did. Why did I cut the yarn in round 100 for my sleeve? Well, I still have a second sleeve to knit and I only have this much yarn left. This is around 30 grams of yarn. I'm currently with my second sleeve in round 54. So I definitely get to round 100. Maybe I don't have enough yarn, but maybe I could. It's a very tight thing. So the sleeve with the 100 rounds goes, where was it? Goes around here, if I remember correctly. And it measured around 38 centimeters and I need to get to 43, if I remember correctly. I thought I just cut the yarn in round 100 and start with the second sleeve, see how much yarn I have left in round 100. Maybe do a little blocking situation to see how much I can stretch the sleeves out. And yeah, I really hope I can get both sleeves done with this, but this will be a very, very tight situation. I got all this done with a little bit less than full skein of yarn. I'm hopeful, but I'm also, I think, very delusional. We'll see. We'll see. I could also unravel my gauge swatch. Maybe this will be enough then. And if hell breaks loose, I'll just order one more skein of yarn. But I really wanted to finish the sweater with 6 skeins of yarn. Maybe it's all for nothing. Maybe it will be an easy thing. But I'm so anxious. Yesterday, I knitted the whole day yesterday. I got most of the first sleeve done yesterday, and the whole time I was a bit anxious. That's not nice. And I don't know why. Everything's fine. It's just the game of yarn chicken, right? So my plan for today is to get a few more rounds in. Currently for the second sleeve on round 54. The goal is for now to knit to round 100. Probably not gonna achieve this today, but maybe by tomorrow we'll get there. And then I'll weigh my skein of yarn, what I have left, and then divide it by 2. So each yarn gets the same amount of grams. Yeah, I'm a bit anxious, which is quite funny because knitting shouldn't be an anxious hobby. I think that's everything I wanted to update you guys on. I really like this sweater. I definitely want to try it on later. I did that yesterday, but I forgot to film it. So I want to redo this today. Then I'll get back to knitting in the round. I finished 100 rounds on the second sleeve, and this is where we currently are. So I definitely need a few more rounds. And I have this much left. This is around 11 grams. Now begins the fun. This is the current length. Where is my measuring tape? Here it is. I need around 10 centimeters more. Then it would be the perfect size. And I think this will grow a little bit with blocking. So what I'm gonna do now is I want to measure how many rows 5 centimeters are and probably just knit them and just see. The whole rest of the sweater and sleeves will become a little bit of a trial and error situation. I even thought about blocking these sleeves now, but I want to get a few more rounds and then I'm gonna do that. Just wish me luck. We'll see what happens. I knitted 10 more rounds on every sleeve and I have this much left. This is around 5 grams, so I used up 6 grams, and the sleeve is around here. So I probably should start with the ribbing. The 4 rounds of ribbing, 4 rounds of knitting, and then the bind off, and then it should be barely enough. So I think I'll do that. And maybe with a little bit of aggressive blocking, this should be fine. Oh, I could weigh my gauge swatch and see how much grams of yarn I have with it. It's over here. I want to have this as decoration. This will probably just be maybe 2 grams. Oh, wow. It's also 5 grams. This really is my last resort. I'll first try making the 8 rounds of ribbing. More like 9 because I have to do the bind off round with it. I'm really nervous if you can tell, but somehow I managed. We'll see. Maybe it's all for nothing. All my worries are for nothing and this will be fine, and with blocking it will also be fine. The first point on the agenda now is for me to weave in a lifeline so that I can go back if I need to and do the exact same thing on the other side. See how much I have left and block it. See how much they grow. Maybe it's enough. I'm gonna be honest, this is a little bit of fun. I never had this close of a call. Oh, for the Sonia sweater I had it. But it's fun. I'm not sure if this will be enough. We'll see. Well. Look what we've got here. My cloth sweater is almost dry. A little bit damp, but I'm impatient. I measured yesterday and the sleeves grew around 10 centimeters, so they should be long enough. I have this much yarn left from these skeins, so I definitely need to unravel my gauge swatch, which I'm a bit sad about. But you have to do what you have to do. Let me try the still damp cloud sweater on for you, and we'll see where we are. Okay. Drum roll, please. The sleeves are perfect. The sweater grew to a perfect length. Oh, I'm gonna finish the sweater today, and then I'll block it a second time once all the ends are woven in. But in a few days is the Easter holiday, and me and my boyfriend will drive to his family who lives by the ocean, so I can maybe get some reveal shots done by the ocean. Also with my new camera, very cool. So I'm gonna finish the sweater now, block it again, and I probably come back to you with my final thoughts. The cloud sweater is done, as you can tell. It's freshly washed and blocked for the second time. When I wore the sweater quite a lot, I realized that I would love for the body to be a little bit longer. Just a tiny little bit. And I really thought I had to buy a new skein of Drops Air, because I thought I had blocked it as best as I could, stretch it out enough, but I just did it again and it grew a little bit. So now I'm at a point where I think I like it more. If not, this will probably be a side quest for another knitting vlog in the future. We'll see. But for now, I'm very happy about the sweater. And as we are on the topic of blocking, I have my blocking needles in this little box. I have this box for so many years, and I stepped on this box so many times. So this morning I thought it's finally time. When I was stepping on it for the 500th time, I realized I have to change the box. So I just powered on my 3D printer and 3D printed a little white box with a lid, and all my knitting needles fit in here perfectly. This came in very handy, and I'm glad I can finally throw this box away. Look at this. But now back to my sweater. I'm very much in love with the Drops Air yarn. This is such a great yarn. It isn't itchy at all. And what I like the most about it is how light the sweater is. The sweater weighs so much less than a normal sweater would. And I believe I've read on the Drops Air product page, wherever I bought it, that the yarn is 30% lighter than normal yarn. This is really cool, and I really want to make something else with Drops Air. And I also maybe want to make a second cloud sweater someday, because I just really like this. I really like the fit, the design. I'm very happy I did this. I also really like the cuff, and the mock turtleneck is also really cool. All in all, I'm very pleased with how the sweater turned out. Alrighty. If you enjoyed this knitting vlog, maybe consider liking and subscribing. I would really appreciate it. And I really hope to see you in the next knitting vlog. Bye!